I'm Tara Thomas. Iranian opposition leader Amir Mousavi has called for a mass rally tomorrow to protest his disputed election loss.
That's right. In fact, this is seen as a direct challenge, the most direct challenge yet to the country's supreme leader, at least the supreme elected leader, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. And it comes amid reports of the military's continued crackdown, with more arrests and more curbs on the information having to be posted on the internet.
Social networking sites like Twitter and Facebook are playing important roles for young urban Iranians opposed to President Ahmadinejad. Twitter is so important. The U.S. State Department said it contacted Twitter yesterday to urge a delay to a planned upgrade that would have cut daytime service to Iranians.
Now, a group on Facebook organized a rally in Iowa City today. We told you about this at noon. Quite a few people turned out. News Channel 7's Brian Gettle was there for us today. Brian, tell us more.
Ron and Tara, as the situation in Iran continues to intensify, the government is making it harder for the voices of opposition to reach the outside world. But now that outside world is raising its own voice as a show of solidarity. These protests are a far cry from the thousands we've seen on the streets of Iran. The mood here is calm. Just a few dozen are demonstrating on Iowa City's Ped Mall.
In the early part of the revolution.
But their message is strong.
We want our vote back. We want our democracy back.
To show the outside world that Ahmadinejad is not the only voice in Iran. And we do not support him.
Some here grew up in Iran. Many have brothers, sisters, parents, cousins in the middle of a crisis.
The violence and the people getting killed really concerns me and makes me feel sad.
We got a hold of my aunt a couple nights ago, and she said in Tehran, at least, there's chaos during the nights. It's impossible to sleep.
I always talk to my brother and encourage them to don't stay in the streets, I mean, especially now that they shoot to people, they're shooting people.
Vasif helped organize Wednesday's rally. He knows Mousavi's supporters face an uphill battle, but it's not stopping him and thousands of others around the world.
I'm hoping for the best, but in some ways I'm expecting the worst.
The reason that we are in the streets, we are demonstrating and protesting, just because we still have hope in heart.
And you may have noticed most of the protesters with green cloth either covering their faces or wrapped around their arms. Well, green is a past symbol for Mousavi and now serves as a symbol for both democracy and freedom. Live in the Iowa City newsroom, Brian Gettle, Iowa's News Channel 7.
Well, you see an Iranian revolution about every 30 years, a change in government. You never know what's going to happen there, Brian, but certainly an uphill battle, as you mentioned. Today's protest organizers gathering signatures for a petition. They plan to send it to local representatives, encouraging them not to recognize the results of the Iranian presidential election.